God, she's such a bad bitch. And it was an image or some sort of video of Toy Chica with the beakless, white-eyed Chica. Baddest bitch to ever grace this earth. And then I said, I've been saying this for 3 years, bro. I had edits of her in my phone back in early 2022. I won't even lie. But I had to prove myself. Maybe because I wanted attention and thought it was funny. Or maybe, I don't know why, actually. I don't know why I tweeted this or why I'm bringing it up again. I love attention. I'm going crazy over FNAF 2 Toy Chica edits for hours. Help me. And Glamrock and Roxy. Shit. Dude, this is my favorite. Oh yeah, this is the... She is such a bad bitch, though. Still obsessed with this one. Mawai emoji. It looks like they're lip syncing it. She has fuck me eyes. Okay. Call me William, because I'm about to put some kids in this animatronic, and that's where we stop. that's where we go back to playing the game. You know something that really pissed me off when it was released, and it still pisses me off to this day? Can I go on a little mini rant real fast? Again, and usually my mini rants turn into not mini, but that's okay.
You got me.
I have a really big fucking issue with Netflix's Avatar. You know when they made Avatar in live action? You guys remember? You guys remember when they did that, and then everybody stopped talking about it because it was like really fucking shit. You remember how you know what they did with Sokka in that show? You know what they did with him at the very beginning? If you haven't seen the original Avatar, this is not really a spoiler. Sokka has very jaded and old views of what men and women should do. So because he was tasked with being the sole protector of his village when he was like super fucking young. I suck. But in the show, right, they get rid of it because they can't show a little bit of sexism. And the only reason I thought of this is because I really hope they don't make a scary movie like really boring with no like good jokes, because the old scary movie, while it is not very like, you know, it's not very woke. I don't really care. It's still funny to me. So I'm getting distracted by this Stone Fist. Jesus. Anyways, at the beginning of the show, in the anime, right? Not in the anime, in the cartoon, it is not glorified behavior. I don't have to tell people that back when Avatar was made, there were other shows and whatnot that had very poor taste in how they wrote women and men and how they wrote actual sexism into the show. But it's not like they're glorifying Sokka's behavior. If they were doing that, then it's fair they got rid of it. Oh yeah. Goodbye. But they don't do that in the show. They don't do that in the they don't do that in the cartoon. In fact, he actually gets his ass handed to him, as a matter of fact, by Suki. By Suki and the other fucking warriors. And then he has to go to them with his tail between his legs and ask to be trained by them because they're so much better than him. And then the sexism goes away after that, like for the most part. It's overcorrecting. I think a lot of reviewers try to correct things and then do it too much where they kind of fuck it up. Yeah, but it is a big part of his character arc that he grew out of that mindset because of Suki and the Kyoshi warriors. But in the show, you want to know what they do instead? And this really grinds my gears. This really wrinkles my balls, what they do instead. They make it to where Suki is just so head over heels and horny that she can't function because of him. You wanna know what that seems like a little bit? You wanna know what that seems like a little bit? That seems a little bit sexist, doesn't it? That seems a little bit sexist. In an attempt to remove sexism from the show, they took a more sexist approach to writing his character and that arc. And I fucking hate it. I fucking hate Netflix Avatar. It makes me really freaking angry. Like, irrationally angry. Are they gonna do my girl Suki like that? I don't know, dude. It pisses me off so much. And like, in the show, Suki has a reason to prove Sokka wrong as well. Because when they get jumped and fucking basically kidnapped by the Kyoshi warriors, when they take off his blindfold, he's relieved that they're, quote, just girls. They removed all agency from her character. Anyways, yeah, Netflix Avatar. I mean, like, there are things that are okay. I like, what's his face? I like Zuko a lot more. I think Zuko and Iroh work perfectly fine for me in that. and the Netflix Avatar. But everything else really pisses me off. You know how in the show, why am I forgetting the characters' names? Oh my god. Also, by the way, they casted perfectly for the show. Was Top's actor like? They haven't gotten to season 2 yet. I don't know if she was already cast or not. Dude, watch them in season 2. Watch them get rid of the fucking blind jokes because it's too insensitive. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna grab Netflix by the throat and squeeze the life out of them if they do that. You remember in the show how Katara goes to... This is kind of spoilers, but also like not really. Like they're not like major spoilers. Like it's fine. It's just like a thing that happens in an episode. Katara goes to great lengths to steal a waterbending scroll because she wants to learn super hard. And she wants to like really, really badly. But in the show, in the Netflix version, her grandma just gives it to her. Man, what the fuck? And what makes it so much worse is that the original writers for Avatar, right, for the cartoon, were told that they were going to be given the job, that they were going to help steer, they were going to help steer it in the correct direction. But then they just kept getting like, I was about to say blow it off, but that would have sounded weird. They just kept getting, they were treated like a pushover. What was the point of that change? Because Netflix Avatar sucks, that's why. Never watch Netflix adaptations unless they're good, in my opinion. Well, how are you supposed to know if they're good if you haven't watched it? You have to have a sense for those things, sniff out the bad ones. Well, on paper, the like the effects in the show are good. I didn't think they'd be able to do that because the last time anyone tried to do that, it was the worst movie that has ever come out. Is Amazon winning the live action rewards? I don't know. I don't know who's winning the live action rewards. Not Netflix, that's for sure. Oh yeah, with Fallout and The Last of Us? Isn't that on HBO and not Prime? I know The Last of Us isn't Prime. I know that for a fact. Because if it was Prime, I would have watched it on Prime and not the HBO Max subscription that I have. You maybe want to complain about writing? Dude, I love complaining about writing. Talking about complaining about writing, Arcane Season 2? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, actually, I could make a 4-hour-long video about the monumental fuck up of Arcane Season 2 and how it really freaking ticks me off. Love to see your thoughts on Ruby, but you know, I feel like I could do stuff like that. Like I really want to do... I'm giving myself too much shit to do, bro. I like reviewing stuff that I care about. Are we agreeing now? I thought you liked it. I liked it because I like Arcane in general. But Arcane Season 2, like I like the FNAF movie, but the FNAF movie is like a solid 2 out of 10 movie. You know? Like that movie fucking stinks, but I still like it. Same way I still like Arcane Season 2, but even though it's like really stupid. The FNAF movie wasn't trying to be something it wasn't is the difference though. What do you oh, you stole my character. Do you mean that Arcane completely drops the whole idea of Season 1 in favor for a more... Dude, I don't know words. I feel like it's just like, it fucked up like everything, bro. The distance between Season 1 and the first 3 chapters is insane. Yeah. JJK is just mid. I haven't watched it, but true. Just to piss people off. I've read to block as many people as I've had with Arcane. Those fans are nuts. They really are. People can't accept the fact that some people just don't like things. What the fuck is Dontodon? Why is there a sexy grandma? I like Dontodon. I watched a little bit of it. Once you get past the stomach ache that the first episode is, it gets pretty good. They should have stayed with the Zon and Piltover conflict and not go with the god thingy that came up out of nowhere. Yeah. Has Arcane Season 2 been out long enough to where I can start like talking about like spoilers and whatnot? Literally everyone knows everything? That's true. Victor should have fucking died. I was actually a little bit angry. He did? No, but he should have died like in the first episode. Vander should have died? True! Why is there a werewolf in my show about political intrigue? What are we talking? Why are we fighting robot wizards now? I don't get it. Nothing makes sense. Ezra, do you play League? No, I would not touch that disease of a game. I would rather go back to primarily playing Apex Legends than even touch League one time. A lot of that stuff is just because that's League lore. I think what mainly fucked it up is the fact that they decided to make Arcane lore. They decided to make Arcane and League lore cohesive in one. Didn't they decide to do that? Anyways, I feel like Vander serves better as a memory for Vi. How it was applied was bad, but the ideas themselves were fine, I think. Yeah, I don't really like, it's cool. It's cool, but all I think about is like, all I think about is episode 7 You know what I mean? And then I think about what could have been. You wanna know what really pissed me off? The fact that Warwick had to be in this story at all. I heard people call Isha a plot device that they didn't care about. I didn't care about Isha. You wanna know what's really weird? How nobody else comments. Nobody else comments on the fact that Jinx is just traveling with a mute child now. Nobody... I thought she was a hallucination at first. I thought she was a hallucination that Jinx made up in her mind. Because no one else comments on the fact that she's traveling with a fucking mute child. Like, hey, where'd you get this child, Jinx? And then she exists solely to blow herself up. That is the reason her character exists. So she can blow herself up and give Jinx trauma. Because we need to move the plot forward. And also, why did Mel's mom... Why am I forgetting her name? Why did Mel's mom trust Victor randomly? Well, because they needed the plot to go forward. And Bessa, yeah. I thought that Isha was going to be a live example that Jinx wasn't cursed. No, I like the fact that Jinx is actually like, she actually is cursed. I actually do like that. I like the fact that it's not like a trope where like, oh yeah, people say that this character is cursed, but they're actually not. No, Jinx is cursed. And I like that. I like the fact that they don't subvert from that. I actually didn't have as many problems with Jinx my second rewatch. Or my second watch. Echo is the only character I do not have a single issue with. My only issue is that he's not in the show more. Echo should have been the main character of season 2. There isn't even a main character in season 2. That's so weird. Vi is the main character of the first season. And what the fuck does Vi do in the second season? What does Vi League of Legends do in the last act of the show? This is the worst character writing I've ever seen. Yeah, she tongue fucked somebody. Nice. Fire. While Fantastic played in the background. Did that scene feel earned? No, actually. It didn't at all. Maybe a hot take, but when I watch that scene, I feel nothing. When I see them at the end of the show, with their final lines, which aren't very good lines, I feel nothing. It is such a downgrade. The character writing is so bad. I fucking hate Caitlyn. I think Caitlyn is probably my least... Ku Klux Caitlyn is my least favorite character in season 2. As a matter of fact. Caitlyn, the clan member, is such a poorly written character that is written to be likable, and you're supposed to empathize with her a little bit. She is a petulant person. Right, she's a bit. She has like some idea. I like, but her gassing the entire underground is absurd. And the fact that Vi puts on the uniform that killed her mom and killed her fucking parents is also crazy. She has like 1 second of moral of an internal moral conflict, and then after that, she just puts it on. Yeah, guys. And the fact that she does that and then gets a happy ending and doesn't get punished for anything that she does is so crazy. She loses an eye, but that's about it. But I don't care about her enough. I don't care about her enough to care that she lost an eye. The show made me hate her, actually. I think she had more reasons to hate her than Kate had. Yeah, I do like the fact that there are things that I like in the season, though. I like the fact that Jinx doesn't actually apologize to Caitlyn. Like, oh, I'm so sorry that I killed your mom. She was just like, I didn't know she was there. I like the fact that she doesn't say sorry. It wouldn't feel very in character for her. Honestly, I wish Caitlyn fucking died, too. I wish they killed more characters. I wish the ending wasn't optimistic. Why is it optimistic? After everything that happened, why is it optimistic? Arcane is not meant to be an optimistic show. You're supposed to feel miserable while watching it. You're supposed to enjoy it. But it's not supposed to make you happy. That's not what Arcane was. Like, what about the first season is super cheery and makes you go, oh yay, happy ending. Yay, my characters are so happy. No, they're never fucking happy. That's the point. Because life sucks, especially in the underground. Life sucks, especially after they gas them. Or sorry, she gasses them. Why does anybody get a happy ending? I saw people get mad that Echo has a sad ending, but if Echo had a happy ending, then episode 7 would have meant a lot less. Echo's the character I don't have problems with. Everyone else's character writing got so much worse this season, though, and I messed up my dash again. Why don't I just die in real life? I think Caitlyn being determined to kill Jinx makes sense. I think Caitlyn is a confident person, and she is very determined, even if her her morals are in questioning, and she's not exactly doing it for the right reason, she's still determined to do what she wants to do. And I think the fact that she would be willing to shoot near a child because Jinx is right there, I think that's in character for Caitlyn, honestly. After her mom died, she's kind of on edge, but she wouldn't gas fucking people, especially when she's dating somebody from there. She's rubbing coochies with somebody who's from the underground, and then she gasses it. She puts it in their fucking air, bro. What are we talking about? Okay, also, you know what has me thinking? I love when they go back in time to when Vander realizes that Vi's mom is pregnant. And I love the fact that Vi and Jinx go and find a note that Vander wrote for fucking what's-his-face. But they could have done that without Warwick existing. I actually think it would have meant more if Warwick didn't exist. Do we agree that Jinx is still alive at the end? Yeah. Do I think she should be? I don't know. Only like 3 people died seriously in season 2. I feel I like Arcane is fine with killing its characters, but I think it should have happened more. Also, I fucking hate Mel's character in season 2. You know how in the first season her plot point is kind of that she's like low-key manipulating Jace to get more Hextech and whatnot? But in the second season, her character exists solely to introduce her as a playable character in League of Legends. That's the only reason she exists, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Nobody's even gonna try and tell me otherwise, honestly. Now, is that still my beautiful wife, darling? Yes, it is. That's still my Melanin Queen, obviously. But do I hate the way she's written? Yes. In season 2, at least. Did I bark every time she was on screen? You know, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a snarl or a howl. But is she written well? No. She's not. I think she's actually written really badly. And also, is it just me that each individual act feels like its own story? When Act 1 ends, we completely drop all of the themes and whatnot that we had in the first act, just because we need to go find the werewolf now. We need to go hunt the werewolf. Warwick arc could have been a whole show, let's be honest. I just don't think it should have existed, actually. The best scene for y'all isn't Mel saving Kate. I want Kate to get shot. I want her to fucking die. I hate Kate. She gassed poor people, bro. I kind of hate Mel more for that, actually. Season 2 takes so long to come out. The first season took 6 years to animate. I don't really care if it takes long to come out. Oh, you want to know something that's like a bit more personal for me that I don't like about season 2? Every single episode has a fucking AMV, bro. Every single one. You know the really gritty fight between Savika and Vi in the first season near the end of the the 8th episode, I think? All of those are replaced with AMVs. No more gritty fighting. I hated all those sequences. I think it's a bit more of a personal thing, though. Because I know people like them. Like, you wanna know what? If Warwick is gonna exist, at least give Vi and Warwick a really gritty fight. But no. It turns into like a storyboard, bro. It turns into like a weird AMV storyboard thing. I hate it so much. I was so excited for Vi against Bang. Yeah, literally. It was slow-mo music. Jace, I'm not really... I think the stuff with like the Hextech and whatnot, with like the Hex core, is very interesting. I think that is super high concept and really cool. And honestly, I think Jace is one of the better written characters this season. But you want to know what would have been better? If Victor was dead, but not really dead, and he was like in like the pod thing, but he didn't just pop out randomly in an episode. And instead, Jace had an internal moral conflict about saving him with it. Because Victor's leg already came back and he was a little bit fucked up about it. He wasn't really the biggest fan of that. So Jace should have had an internal moral conflict about what was happening there. And then when Jace is messing with the Hex core and shit, and he goes back, he still has to trek his way out and whatnot. Obviously, that still has to happen. He's not going to stay there. But then at the end, he sees, or Victor tells him, you know, the Victor that's there, tells him what the Victor in that timeline would have done if he was actually there, and if it wasn't destroyed. So then Jace finally, and the only person that can convince Jace to let him go is Victor. It makes so much more sense. Did anyone else not care about his assistant dying? I cared a little bit. I like Skye. She's pretty. She was killed to give Victor some character development. Which is fine. Some characters can exist to do that. Every hoe a plot device, that's how stories work. That's not how stories work. If a character exists solely, people can be a plot device, but if they exist solely as a plot device, then that is bad writing. Isha solely exists because the only way Jinx is redeemable is if we show her caring about people. But does it make someone as a plot device and not a real character? Okay, so Mel in the first season has a purpose with manipulating Jace into giving her access and whatnot to Hex Tech, right? That moves the plot along. But she's still a character in her own right, and she still has her own motivations. What is the motivation of Isha? She wants to be like Jinx. She probably wants to talk too. In comparison to Echo in the 7th episode, Echo's whole the 7th episode feels the most like an episode from season 1 because it's Echo moving the plot along. It is a character moving the plot along in a way that is efficient and it gets to the point in an efficient manner. I would say a plot device is a character whose entire existence is meant to drive an event narrative, i.e. a shopkeeper whose sole purpose is to sell a protagonist a weapon or something. Whereas a character does drive the story forward, but has their own ambitions and bonds and such, which don't necessarily service the story. Exactly. Exactly. Dev said it well. Oh my god, dude. At the end of episode 4, when Warwick... Oh my god. Holy fuck. You guys have... This is the hardest I've ever laughed while watching the show. When at the end of episode 4, Warwick belts out his powder. Dude, I was on the floor laughing. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard while watching a show in my life. Can I hit the... Oh my god. Anyways. Okay. Echo and Saviko were actual revolutionaries and Jinx is the face. Didn't even do anything with that concept. Yeah, that could have been interesting. They could have just done something, bro. Just do something. Why can't I hit the... The Zenyatta still. And also, when I was rewatching the show with my friends who hadn't seen it, when it was time for Isha to do her Icarus thing, I'm Icarus. I gotta fly into the sun now. When she has to do that, but with bombs instead. I was sitting there trying not to laugh and spoil it for my friends. I was trying so hard not to laugh, bro. I don't know if, like, the writers changed or something. This feels like I'm watching Game of Thrones again. It's not nearly as bad. It's not nearly as bad as Game of Thrones. But it feels like all of the themes and, like things that were important in the first season just get thrown out the window. How bad was Game of Thrones? Oh my god, you have no idea. We got sidetracked? We did. We did. But I don't really care. I've needed to rant about this so long. Oh my god, I gotta make a video getting all my thoughts out there. Holy shit. I know I'm giving myself too much to do, but I need to so bad. Oh, we're talking about The Walking Dead? Wait, hold on. Hold on. This is up my alley, chat. I don't talk about it a lot, but I love Telltale's The Walking Dead. I'm actively watching a video right now while editing. I'm splicing this in right now. This is a good video. You should watch it. Season 2 sucks. It's bad. I know liking Telltale games is kind of not a popular opinion anymore. And liking The Walking Dead as a whole is not a popular opinion anymore. The Walking Dead game, the first one and the fourth one are good. I think, I think this is a hot take amongst the funny little community. I really don't like season 2. And I think season 2 is much worse than season 3. That's a whole other video I could make. I did not know Clem was supposed to be black until a few years ago, and I'm so embarrassed by that. No, don't be embarrassed. They gave my baby no melanin. Don't worry. They gave her nothing, bro. Guys, I'm such a fucking nerd about this shit. You have no idea. This is like my #1 fixation. It's getting nerdy as fuck in here. I love it. I love it so much. I do kind of find... I do find kind of infuriating that Kenny dies by car crash. Like, really? Yeah, but also they had to get rid of the characters because it's a Telltale game. Guys, should I stop giving myself more work to do? I don't know, because this sounds very fun to write videos about. No, you need more work, keep working forever? Alright. As you're listening, Until Dawn? I don't have many complaints about Until Dawn, actually. Usually I would just talk about something to, if I dislike it, but it's still a piece of media that I like. Until Dawn's really good. I think the best game of all time is probably the Resi 4 remake, if I had to be honest. That or the first Last of Us, but that's like, that's just story-wise, not really gameplay-wise. So now The Quarry. Oh, The Quarry. Oh, geez. Is that the one with Leon? Yes, it is the one with Leon and Ashley. God, that game's so fucking good. Where's everyone going? Bingo. I get chills every time. Resident Evil when Model Citizen walks in. Yeah, I like the fact that in the fourth one, the residents feel evil. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds stupid, but they are evil. The residents are evil, guys. It's fun just chilling at the end of the stream. I don't think I'm gonna play another game, but I'll talk a little bit. A lot, actually. I've been talking a lot. Just talking to the Discord server forever? Yeah, but I don't like typing that much. But also, I like streaming. Streaming fun. Streaming makes money, yeah. You guys are gonna get hit by ads in like 3 minutes. Why do you think I'm waiting for this? Why do you think I'm waiting, bro? Life is Strange? Oh, Life is Strange 1 is so good. And then it just gets so much worse after that. I liked 2. I can see why, but I think I just think I'm really picky. I think Life is Strange 1 is good, but I don't give a fuck about the main girl's relationship. You don't care about Max Caulfield and fucking Chloe Price? You don't care about Pricefield, bro? I think I just have a distaste towards sequels, honestly. And like season 2s. Shark 5 coming out? People are being really over dramatic about the redesign. Characters were fine though. I think they're pretty... Dude, I wasn't just gonna end at that. I think they're pretty well written. The one where Max saves Chloe's dad. Chloe ends up paralyzed and begs Max Caulfield to kill her and like overdose her on her medicine. Dude, very intriguing episode. Very high concept. I liked it. And also, I love the fact that there's always a chance for her to die in each episode. And like she does, pretty much, if you don't do it correctly, and then you just go back in time and fix it. It's like it's like she's meant to die, but you're just going against it and changing fate. Hey guys, I'm getting tired. I've been live for 4.5 hours and we spent the last hour yammering. FNAF collab made Chica Snowball Cupcake. I see it. Wait, you actually might be cooking. I heard Dungeon Meshi's pretty good. Is it true? Should I watch it? It's so good. I've heard it's really good. Read it? You wanna know what I need to finish reading, bro? I need to finish reading Berserk, bro. Because I read half of it 4 years ago and then I stopped. I need to reread the first half and then actually continue. Because I remember it being really good. And I had worse media literacy back then, so maybe it's not that good. But, you know, maybe it is. Actually, no, you want to know what I need to finish fucking watching that I still haven't finished watching? AOT. Can you guys fucking yell at me to finish AOT, bro? I've been watching it for like 5 years. Can I pick my shit up and watch it? I watch 5 episodes and then I take a year-long break. I need to rewatch some bits too because I forget some character names and shit. I remember season 1 being really good and season 3 being really good, but season 2 being not as good in my opinion. And season 4 has kind of been off to a rough start for me. But I've heard from people that I'd like the ending because it's miserable. And I do love a show that makes me miserable. I do love a show that makes my stomach churn. That's why I wish more characters died in Arcane season 2. But I think it's just a personal thing because I like stories that I like stories that challenge my perspective on things. Bro, watch Ruby, please. You'd love Volume 3. I like listening to the Ruby music. I've been wanting to get around to Ruby. I just don't want to start any new animes without finishing AOT. I started Cyberpunk actually, even though I mostly know everything that happens in it. I still started it. Watch July and April, especially if you like classical music. That's on my list of things I want to watch. The thing I want to watch directly after AOT is Alphen Lied. That's the next thing I want to watch for a fact. How about Frieren? I want to get around to it as well eventually. I should start watching things so I have more to talk about on stream. And just because I want to. You want to know what I do all day while I do my schoolwork? Okay, but the thing is, I don't like to... This will be my closing thought for the stream. Whenever I watch something, I want to give it my full attention. Like, and I want to respect the piece of media that I'm watching, and I want to watch it all. Whether I think it's going to be good or not, I still want to respect it. I want to give it my time. That's how I like to watch things. I did not watch Arcane Season 2, and I did not open my phone one singular time. Because I feel like it's kind of disrespecting it a little bit. Now, on the rewatch that I opened my phone, yeah, I actually opened it for a majority of the runtime. But, you know, that's okay. I actually watched the 7th episode high. But the thing is, I'm really busy all the time. The only time I'd be able to watch something at the same time of doing something else is if I was editing. But I like to listen to music whenever I edit at the same time. But I'll start watching AOT when I edit. The part where Heimer sings, I find it funny. I think it's cute. I think it's endearing. Yeah, and the juxtaposition between Echo and Jace is really cool. I like the fact that Jace has to try and crawl out of hell, and he like has to leave hell, but then Echo has to force himself to leave behind everything he ever wanted. And also, by the way, sorry, I need to bitch about Vi one more time before. That's going to be my real closing thought at the end of the stream. 1 and 8. Fight win ratio. 1 and 8. Vine boom sound effect. 12%. Vine boom sound effect. And also, I love how the timeline where everything is perfect. The timeline where everything's perfect is where she fucking dies. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my god, that's so funny. Kate also died there, by the way. Oh my god, wait, did she? Oh my god, wait, she did. Okay. I really gotta go. Thank you for listening to my yap sesh. Guys, I don't know if you know this or not. I'm about to get real for a second. I'm really bad at talking about my interests with people. Like, really bad. Like, I don't know how to. And I'm getting better at it because of streaming, as you could hear from today. Okay, that's it for this video. Go check out my Twitch because everything that happens there is very similar to my videos. And if you like the video, please like the video because people usually like the things they like. Okay, bye.